on, everybody? TJ and Dustin here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and welcome to the official midday live stream here. We have a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's actually really shitty weather here where I live. It's 43 degrees. It rained all day yesterday. The ground is disgusting, but I hope everybody had a fantastic and profitable weekend. I know if you're a DGF user and you use the correlation tool, odds are you had a pretty goddamn good weekend. Correlation tool on Saturday beat ass. Lot of good college football slips hit. Yesterday, we had some slips from the Jets game, Jets and Falcons over on Boom Fantasy. We had some really good underdog success with the Eagles and 49ers, also the Colts and the Titans. I did see some winners from the Chiefs game last night as well. I personally, Dustin, went 4 for 5 in my correlated slip. My only leg that missed was Patrick Mahomes over passing yards, which was something that I didn't even think I really needed to worry about. And of course, those are the ones that always get you. But yeah, hope everybody had a fantastic day yesterday and a weekend. But we have Monday. We got a lot to talk about. We have another game tonight, Bengals and Jaguars. So maybe if we get a certain amount of likes for this video, we'll go ahead and drop a correlation slip. Maybe Underdog, maybe PrizePicks, maybe Boom Fantasy. Maybe if we get this to 100 likes right now, we'll go ahead and drop that. So if you guys are just tuning in, welcome. Go ahead, hit the like button. Also, if it's your first time stumbling upon the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. Dustin, how you doing?
TJ, one hell of an intro, my friend. Jeez,
what
Louise, you're on a roll right there.
Real quick, not trying to brag. That's just all off here. There's no, I don't think about what I'm going to say before I say it. I just fucking go.
Yeah, you're incredible. That was great. That was really good.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
it means a lot coming from you. Oh, P.S. FSU.
Nah.
I mean, look. I just want to say, I do want to hear your take on it briefly. We're not going to spend too much time on it, Dustin.
You don't want me to write a 4-paragraph essay?
No, we don't want your goddamn essay. Yeah, because we're not reading all that. We're not listening to all that.
Well, number one.
Yeah, first off, how you doing? How you feeling?
Number one, I think you forgot to mention Thursday Night Football. We cashed a bunch of correlated slips. Not only just
Friday
the
night. The Liberty game hit the correlation slip as well. Yeah, correlation tool. So,
insane.
Real quick, I'm gonna cut you off. Real quick, guys. If you guys want to check out the correlation tool, the success, you can go to dgfantasy.com/correlation. You guys can check the performance tracker that we have. We publicly track all the slips that get recommended to the correlation tool. You don't even need a membership to actually follow along and check the success of the correlation tool. If you guys want to get signed up, you guys can go to dgfantasy.com/correlation to learn more about that. But Dustin, keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, the only thing I'll say about FSU, and keep it brief, because if you want to read my full synopsis, it's on Twitter, along the paragraph. But people are saying the number 4 or the top 4 teams that are the best teams got in, right? But if you look at the history of the college football playoff, that has not been the case. You can look at TCU last year, who lost to a 3-loss team in their championship game, still got in with a loss, right? And sure, they beat Michigan and then got blown out against Alabama. There's many different scenarios. Michigan State in 2015 or whatever, many different scenarios where the teams that were most deserving got in. And the committee is now trying to project what is going to happen in these games as opposed to judging by record. In fact, that 3 teams were undefeated, 4 spots FSU should have got in, instead of projecting on what's going to happen in these upcoming games. That's not their job. Their job is to get these teams that were most deserving into the playoff. And they failed. And they made an example out of FSU the last year of the 14 college football playoff to save face and save ass for all the other times where they let in a team that might have gotten blown out, or if they were supposed to get blown out, played a good game, didn't matter. That wasn't their job.
We weren't getting your essay.
All right, sorry. That's it.
We weren't getting your essay.
That was some of the parts. That was it.
Dustin's reading his fucking tweet.
No, I didn't. That was all not on the tweet.
You want to know my breakdown of what happened with FSU? Do you actually want to know it?
Sure.
'Cause I'll tell you. Jordan Travis snapped his leg. That's why they're not in. Plain and simple. That's exactly what it is.
I get it. It's not fair, but yeah, I get it. I get why people are saying that, but that doesn't matter.
Jordan Travis is healthy. He doesn't get hurt. First in the ACC, undefeated, 13-0. They're in the playoffs. Plain and simple. He gets hurt. I mean, they don't put up a chance against anybody, unfortunately, in the top 4 now. And that's just what it is. Do they deserve it? Probably, but too much time on there. Dustin's obviously still a little upset there.
Oh, I'll never not know how that happened. So, and that's
Right.
why I gotta get over it faster, because it'll never make sense to me. So, let's move on.
Right. James said Team A would be a 2-point underdog. Team B would be a 14-point underdog. Who we taking? Yeah, I
Doesn't matter. You're projecting into the future. Right. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it.
Hey, Dustin, a lot of people like him preach. A lot of people getting into this. I love that. I like that. A lot of college football crazies in here. I like that. I personally, I'm
doing
not
the try not to cry challenge.
I'm personally not the biggest college football guy, just in terms of like rooting for a team. Never really have been. Boston College, they were good when I was younger. You know, Matt Ryan back in the early 2000s, but like, you know, no one around here has ever been too competitive. It's all the teams down south, so I don't really have a dog in the fight. But yeah, let's go ahead, jump in, Dustin. Let's go to PrizePicks. Let's see what we have. Let's try to build out some slips. I know a lot of people got promo money today on PrizePicks. If you did, awesome. Spend that wisely, guys. Huh. Well,
yeah, not much there, TJ.
Not much there. We got Peyton Sanford. If you guys are building out 5 or 6 flex slips, this is definitely a viable option here. Currently a 54.9% fair odds percent to hit. Now, guys, I guess we can go over a little bit some education here when it comes to 5 and 6 flex slips on PrizePicks. So, because PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform, it doesn't matter if you take more or less on a specific player's projection, right? Your payout is not going to alter. It's going to remain the same. Yes, in some cases it does, but in 90 to 95% of the plays you enter on PrizePicks, you don't see your payout become altered. So, because of that, we're able to do the math on the back end based on the payouts that we get for every single slip type to figure out what odds to hit we need or greater to remain profitable in the long run for all of these slips on PrizePicks. Now, when it comes to 5 and 6 flex slips, those are mathematically the best bang for your buck over on PrizePicks. So when we're building out 5 flex slips, we're looking for minus 119 odds. And when we're building out 6 flex slips, we're looking for minus 118 odds. That computes to 54.3% for 5-leg slips and 54.2% for 6-leg slips. That is our break-even win rate, and that is the percent that we need to hit our individual props in those slip types to remain profitable in the long run over on PrizePicks. So when we compare the sportsbook lines and where they're actually listing props back to these fixed payout platforms like PrizePicks here, we can see that Sanford under 5.5 rebounds, we're getting that at minus 119 in a 5 flex, minus 118 in a 6 flex. All of these sports books, the market average right now is minus 142 for Sanford to go under 5.5 rebounds. Minus 155 on Pinnacle, minus 150 on BetMGM, minus 150 on Bovada. You see DraftKings and FanDuel a little bit lower, but the market consensus, the general agreement is that there's juice on this under and the average is minus 142. And again, we're getting this at minus 119 or minus 118 odds in a 5 or 6 flex slip on PrizePicks. That is why this play is a long-term profitable play in just that slip type, those 2 slip types. This is viable for 5 and 6 flex slips only on PrizePicks. Now, obviously, if you're trying to build out a 5 or a 6 flex slip right now, we don't have any plays to pair with it, but if you are going to build out a slip, if you see more green, that is why this play, Peyton Sanford, under 5.5 rebounds, long-term is a profitable play on PrizePicks when comparing where the sports books currently have it listed and the odds that they have on that under. So, little breakdown there for anybody that doesn't really understand the math behind 5 and 6 flex slips, but that's what we got. Unfortunately, we can't build out a slip because we just don't have any other plus EV plays. We got nothing. The next highest play is Chandler Stevenson, over 0.5 player points, but, you know, considering the market average, taking out everything, minus 136 odds, that computes to a 53.9% fair odds percent. Not viable for a 5 or 6 flex slip. So that's all I got for you guys.
Nope, but well done. And yeah, we're looking for 5 of those plays, right? And that's the edge of the long term playing these 5-man and 6-man flexes, well, 5 or 6-man flexes, to find 5 of those plays above that 54.3%. in order for us to be profitable over the long term playing that slip type. That is the goal. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to find those right now. Yes,
Justin, I have to say, I'm literally sweating. I took Chips for a walk, and I'm just pathetic and fat and out of shape. I'm taking the sweatshirt off. I'll be 2 seconds. Keep talking.
You're good. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I would rip this off right now. I know Dustin can't hear me, but like, I don't want you guys to see my flabby stomach. Hold on.
All right. Anyways, yeah. We can't do anything with it right now. That was just more of an educational piece. We'd love to be able to build out a slip, but right now there is not a profitable slip when comparing to the sports books currently. So Therefore, we're not going to force anything into these slips. If we took this play and then took these plays, it's not going to give us an average fair odds percentage on each individual leg above that 54.3% that we're looking for. Because if you guys don't know, I don't even know if TJ said this. I got a little distracted, but 54.3% is what you need to be right on each individual leg in order to be profitable over the long term. TJ is back. He didn't take off his sweatshirt.
I took the shirt off underneath the sweatshirt. The shirt I had underneath, not appropriate for this live stream. So I went with the Michael Scott sweatshirt. Still sweating, by the way, but we're okay. Guys, 115 of you in here. There isn't too much value over on PrizePicks, so Dustin and I at the beginning of the stream, we made a deal. If this live stream gets 100 likes, we will give away a correlated slip for tonight's Monday Night Football game between the Jags and the Bengals, either the PrizePicks or the Underdog slip. We'll let you guys vote on it, but go ahead, smash that like button if you haven't. Yeah, Dustin, congrats on the 10K followers. It's awesome. You're welcome for the boost.
Appreciate that, Lopez. Well, you know what? When I was going on my FSE rant, I was losing followers, so needed that little bit of a boost. But if you guys didn't notice, TJ, your shirt might not be acceptable for this stream, but Jordan Travis signed this shirt.
Ooh, that's tough. How's his leg? All right, let's head over to UD and let's build out a slip because we definitely can. Now I already played both these plays. I tweeted them out. I made a TikTok on them. They still haven't bumped.
Crazy.
So if you guys missed out, we do have some really good value. Now, the two most profitable slip types, or the two best slip types over on Underdog, are 5-man insured slips and 3-man uninsured slips. Now, you hear us talk about it all the time over on PrizePicks. You don't want to play 3-man uninsured slips over on PrizePicks. Why? Because in a 3-man uninsured slip on PrizePicks, we only get a 5 times return. Over on Underdog, a 3-man uninsured slip gets us a 6 times return. So that is night and day in terms of the return and the payout that we get compared to PrizePicks and Underdog and 3-man uninsured slips. The math on the back end computes to minus 122 odds for each individual leg. That is what we're that is what we're getting in our 3-man slip over on UD. So we need minus 122 odds. That's what each leg equates to. So that's roughly 55% fair odds percent. So as you guys can see on the Underdog Optimizer, we have 2 plays currently at 56.3% each of them. So very good plus EV legs and a 3-man uninsured slip. We got Calvin Ridley under 4.5 receptions. We got Derek White under 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I mean, I don't know how that Derek White one especially hasn't been bumped. FanDuel has this at 9.5, minus 160 odds to go under. Every other sportsbook currently has this at 8.5. Yeah, there's juice on the over, but again, we're getting this at 9.5. The sportsbooks all have this at 8.5. FanDuel has it at minus 160 to go under. We're getting this at minus 122 odds in our 3-man uninsured slip. Calvin Ridley, same thing. All the sportsbooks have this set to 4.5 with heavy juice on the under. I mean, Fliff is at minus 180. That's kind of insane. ParlayPlay and PrizePicks both also have this set to 4. We're getting this at 4.5 over on UD. Now we have 2 legs that are above that 55% threshold, both plus EV plays in the long run. But we only have 2, Dustin. We only got 2. So what can we do from here?
Yeah, I mean, we can still dive down there and grab.
We can dive down.
There it is. That was the right answer.
We fucking can dive down. We can go down and grab that Domantas Sabonis over 0.5 blocks. We can grab Trey Murphy over PRA because we're looking for individual odds to be greater than 55%, the average individual odds. So if we have 2 legs that are kind of carrying the percent odds to hit, we're looking for 55% plus for each individual leg. We have 2 at 56.3. So if we go down to Sabonis at 54.1, our overall slip is still going to be plus EV. Sure, we want all plays to be above 55%, but we can still build out this slip, and the totality of the slip in the long run, playing these 3 plays together, we will remain profitable. So if we have Calvin Ridley under 4.5 receptions, Derek White under 9.5 rebounds plus assists, and then Sabonis over blocks, we can even go to Trey Murphy over PRA if you guys want. I think the Sabonis play is better. Obviously, it has a higher percent odds to hit, so that would be my vote. But yeah, that's a plus EV play right there. 3-man uninsured slip over on UD.
Yeah,
go
ahead.
I was gonna say I already played Derek White and
so did I. In Ridley. Yeah, it's bonkers that they're still up there. I don't know what UD's doing. Usually these are gone in an instant. But guys, these are plus EV plays. They are really good plays. take advantage of them, right? And I agree, TJ. Let's go ahead with Sabonis over 0.5 blocks.
0.5 blocks? Yeah.
As that is a little bit of a higher percent odds to hit, obviously. Typically, we're going straight from the top, guys, taking the best plus EV plays together in a slip. So that's what we're going to do here. I am, again, not playing it as well.
I'll hit it. I'll hit it one more time, but I'm not going to put a lot on it because I already put 100 on the other slip.
TJ's going to take one for the team. That way we can go ahead and get a link in the chat for you guys that are lazy and not building it out while we're going over.
Lazy assholes. Boom, link in the chat. Somebody said, is TJ substitute teaching today? Looks like he's sitting in front of the projector. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Well, it was funny, actually. I laughed while you were explaining something because of that comment. That was hilarious.
I heard you giggle, and I was like, guys, I should stop. Guys, I'm sorry. There's just not a lot of value. Whoa! We do have some on ParlayPlay if we want to head over there.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I'll let Dustin talk, and I'll stop being an asshole. Guys, if you haven't downloaded ParlayPlay yet, you can use code DGF 100% match with your first $100 deposit. Tyler said, didn't Dustin give away both UD and PP on YouTube? I didn't know you gave away both, but if you guys want to go check that video out, those are there. Slips could have changed by now. We could have had plays bumped. We could have plays removed. So there could be a fresh correlated slip on the correlation tool right now. We can definitely check it out if this video gets 100 likes, or this live stream rather. We're at 70, 30 more, guys. Go ahead, hit that like button. Dustin, you have been hotter than hot on ParlayPlay. So I would love for you to take the reins right here. Also, I don't want to talk anymore. Actually, you know what, man? It's a lot of Jags and Bengals.
Yeah.
A lot of Jags and Bengals. But the
good
combo
news.
props, we can...
Yeah, good news. Yeah, so we can take at least Jake Browning and Trevor Lawrence under combo pass yards, along with these receivers unders pass yards.
We can take both. Can we take both those pairs?
I don't know. I don't know if I've tried the three like that. But let's go ahead.
Can we take Kirk and Boyd and Ridley and Chase with Browning and Lawrence under? Because like that is correlation to the fucking moon.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, it alters our payout. It alters our payout on both of these.
On both. So they just nerfed that then.
Time out. Can we do both receivers unders though without the quarterback?
Well, we do have ETNs under. Oh, that's not gonna let us.
Oh, no. We can. All right, so we can take both pairs of receivers. We can do Ridley and Chase, Boyd and Kirk, all unders. We just can't add in. We can't add in Browning and Lawrence. That's where we see a payout shift.
Okay,
so
let's
we can start off with that. That's sweet. Can we add in ETN under receptions?
I think that's where they're going to draw the line again. Let's see.
No, we can.
Really?
Oh, baby, we're cooking with gas.
It's hard to keep up with these correlation changes here on ParlayPlay. I'll tell you what.
I know. If that Joe Mixon was an over rush yards, this slip would have been amazing.
Yeah,
this slip would have been absolutely amazing. So we definitely got to skip over that. What else do we have though? That's three really strong legs to begin with, and those are all correlated.
Yeah, and guys, if you guys don't know, I don't know if we should move a little quick actually and try and get this in and talk about it after. Let's just do that. We'll come back. So,
right, hold on. I'm gonna try one other thing. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can add that Trevor Lawrence underpass attempts.
I don't think that's gonna let you. I think
no, that gives us a huge altered payout.
All right, Sabonis and Valanciunas over 21 rebounds combo. Let's go ahead and add that in.
Sabonis and Val, you said over rebounds combo?
Yep, over 21. Yep.
Damn, those are some big boys getting some rebounds.
Some big boys. And we can go with Jason Robertson and Joe Pavelski. Overs 4.5 shots on goal. Pavelski. Pavelski.
There you go.
Pavelski. All right. There it is.
There it is.
Hey, look, I'm working on my hockey news.
I liked Pavelski. That was good.
Not bad.
Damn, I wish that Devin Lloyd was an over, man. That would be so good. We need some sort of rushing prop to add in here.
We're looking for one more. Play. We have 5 plays here.
Do we have a tackles plus assist prop over, or for like a linebacker or like a defensive end, or do we have an over rush yards for mixing with an under, right? Because like that's really what if we can find that, if we can find a tackle plus assist prop that's close to that like 53%. From either side, that would be huge. Because the whole thing we're looking at here with this game script is a lot of running, not a lot of throwing through the air, obviously, because we're taking unders on receivers and then ETN. So on the flip side, we'd want to take defensive players and tackles plus assists or rush yards overs. Dustin.
Yeah, I'm looking. I didn't see anything as far as tackles plus assists. I think the only one even
we could go Trevor Lawrence over 14 rush yards. Nope, just kidding. We can't.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's gonna
say.
alter our path. Okay, let's stay out of it. Let's go one more leg here.
Let's
Um,
see.
we took. What about Hallie over 14 rebounds plus assists?
Okay, let's log it in.
Said that. I like that. Hallie over 14 rebounds plus assists. Going up against my Celtics tonight, so I'll be watching that. All right, guys. So again, that slip is gonna be. No, what? Please update your app to the latest version to place this contest. What?
What?
Oh no. Oh
It's
no. I'm not gonna.
probably the old correlation updates they're running out there.
Probably. So it's gonna be Kirk and Boyd under receiving yards. Ridley and Chase under receiving yards. These are both combo props. It was ETN under receptions. Dustin, if I say anything wrong, correct me,
No,
please.
I'm looking.
ETN under receptions. It was Sabonis and Joe Val over 21 rebounds. We had Hallie over 14 rebounds plus assists. And last but not least was Joe Pavlovsky, as Dustin pronounced, and Robertson over 4.5 shots on goal. Right, they were an over.
Correct.
Okay, if this tells me I have to update my app again, I'm gonna throw ParlayPlay against the wall. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I guess I'll try my phone. This is unbelievable.
I'm
They don't
gonna.
want to see me winning. It's because I took them for 400 yesterday.
There you go, wagon. I think.
Like that.
Like that.
Like that. If this, I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
it did to me too. So,
wait, are you serious?
yeah, it did to me too.
Okay, I'm gonna try on my phone.
That's where I just tried it.
Oh, you did. Now, are they
Yeah.
just restricting because of these combo props?
Can't be.
I'm assuming it would say something like they're not available. ETN under 2.5 receptions.
I'm gonna go to my app store. All right, 76 likes. We need 100 likes to give out that correlation slip or a correlation slip of some sort here
Dustin, is
on
anybody
the
else
stream.
complaining in the chat about entering this slip? Is anybody even trying to enter this slip?
It would be an insured slip, six flex
correct.
or 6 insured slip. Yeah. Well, no, nobody else is complaining at the very second, but nobody else has also said that they couldn't get in. It's blocked on both. They said actually no. Same message here.
What the flip, man? Okay, I'm gonna take out one of the combo props and see if it lets me. Yeah, now it did. Okay. Yep. You can't do it with the 2 combo props.
Mm.
Oh my god. Okay, let's let me think. I'm gonna cancel that slip. Watch,
Well,
I'm gonna
okay,
cancel
all right.
that
So we
slip.
just take out one combo prop, and
So
we
much
keep
money.
in ETN, and then we just snag another play.
All right, let's go ETN under receptions. Let's keep in Boyd and Kirk under receiving yards since it is slightly higher. Or do we want to go? Yeah, let's go ETN and Boyd under. ETN under receptions. We had Sabonis and Joval over rebounds. It was Pavelski and Robertson over shots. It was Hallie over rebounds plus assists. And now we need one more.
Yep.
We can't add in Lawrence under pass attempts, right? It's
No,
still gonna
that
block
and
us.
yeah, and the combo for QBs is not going to let us.
Wait. No, add in Trevor Lawrence under pass attempts. It doesn't alter.
You sure?
Yeah, so Boyd and Kirk under 81.5 receiving yards, ETN under 2.5 receptions, Sabonis and Joval over 21 rebounds, Robertson and Pavelski over 4.5 shots on goal, Hallie over 14 rebounds and assists, Trevor Lawrence under 32.5 pass attempts. It's not giving me anything. I'm gonna hit place. Nope, didn't work. So now they have restrictions that aren't showing up. They're allowing you to put it in, but they're not telling you prior to entering that you can do it.
Right. It just says update your app.
That's so sick. All right. I'm gonna go throw in Dame under rebounds and assists. That sucks anyways. Okay, that's a slip. Kind of pissed off now. And they removed Robertson and Pavelski. I can't. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
That was
I'm
over or under
taking
for Lillard. It was under, right?
Lillard under 11.5 rebounds and assists. I took out Robertson and Pavelski, and now I added in Jason Tatum over 30.5 points. And there's an altered payout because you can't do Hallie and Tatum in the same game. Okay. Let's throw in Devin Booker over points.
Okay.
Is this gonna let us do it? I'm about to punch my computer in the face. Okay, got it.
Okay. All right, read that off then one final time,
I don't
TJ.
wanna.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
wanna.
I'll read it. Kirk
I
and
don't wanna.
Boyd under 81.5 receiving yards. Travis Etienne under 2.5 receptions. Joval and Sabonis over 21 rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton over 14 rebounds plus assist. Damian Lillard under 11.5 rebounds plus assist. Devin Booker over 27.5 points. Man, they made us really work for that one.
That was legitimately one of the most frustrating things I've ever had to do when it comes to building out a slip. That was so aggravating. Oh, we got a $5 donation. What up, Storm Daddy? Is the boost on FanDuel for total offensive yards, or do they need rushing and receiving yards to be eligible? Need some clarification, please help. I have no idea what you're talking about for a FanDuel boost, but let me go ahead and pull up FanDuel and my sports book and see what we got. Boost on FanDuel.
Love the effort for this, TJ. You're a wagon.
ETN or Mixon to have the most rushing plus receiving yards of the game. So my takeaway from this is that you get both ETN and Joe Mixon, and either one of them can have the most rushing and receiving yards from the game. And if either ETN or Mixon has the most combined rushing and receiving yards, you win your bet.
Yeah, so for total offensive yards, or do they need rushing and receiving? So it's only rushing and receiving. If they throw a pass, it's not going to count. So,
yep, it's just rushing and receiving yards. Yeah, for sure.
And
yep.
it's not, so it's not going to take into consideration a quarterback if that's what you're asking.
Well, unless
right, I guess unless they have rushing
goes out and runs for 240 yards.
I guess passing yards, let's say. So a quarterback more than likely is not going to be the winner of that.
That's rude. What if it was like Lamar Jackson?
He's a running back.
No, it's not.
Some would say.
All right, so we built out a ParlayPlay slip. Took us an hour and a half.
Okay, hold on.
Build.
Now that we finally built it out, I should have just said it in the beginning now at this point. But ParlayPlay, guys, the 6-pick flexes is identical payout to PrizePicks in terms of 25x for 6 of 6, 2x for 5 of 6, 0.4 for 4 of 6. So we're looking for that same fair odds percentage on PrizePicks as in a 6 flex as we are here on ParlayPlay that we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which is this 54.2% fair odds percentage on each individual leg, the average percentage on each individual leg, in order to be profitable over the long term. Playing that 6-man flex or 6-man insured, also known on ParlayPlay. Wanted to mention that. So we were able to dip down below that 54.2% to snag some of these plays because we have a 59% or a 58.19%. And so that's going to weigh our fair odds percentage, even though we went down below that 54.2%. That's why we did that. Yes, sir.
Real quick, somebody just put this in the chat. Frosted. It's not pulling on the Opto right now, but Braden Shen, his shots on goal is currently at 1.25. And it's actually set to minus 160 odds in the over 1.5. Obviously Shen needs to get 2 shots on goal, but that's a really good play for anybody that wants to throw that into a slip. It's Braden Shen over 1.25 shots on goal. Obviously, he needs 2 to clear. If he gets 1, you don't win. PrizePicks isn't an Asian handicapping sports book, so you can't finish at 1 and then get partial refund on your winnings because the line was 1.25. That's what they do with soccer, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you knew that, Dustin.
Actually, no.
Yeah, they'll have like lines of like minus 0.75, minus 1.25. So if the team actually wins by just one, you get some of your return back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so Braden Shen over 1.25 shots on goal, guys. So good call by Frost. It's currently set to 1.5, at least on DraftKings that I checked, minus 160 to go over. So yeah, if anybody wants to take that, really good play. Justin, what else
Yeah,
do we got?
might be
We
able
got
to
anything else in yours?
build that out with a slip. What percent we think of that probably is? Like,
Well, it obviously depends on the rest of the books, which I don't really feel like
oh, sorry,
manually
you
looking
only,
up.
sork okay, so that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot we
I
you
didn't
looked at
just.
one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we
I'm
could maybe
checking
squeeze out
FanDuel
a
right
prize
now.
pick slip if that's going to be a solid play for us. We could probably squeeze out a prize pick slip. We got
Yeah,
Evan Ingram.
Braden Shen over 1.5 on FanDuel is minus 165. I'm sure it's not pulling to our API because it's set to
Yeah,
1.25 on FanDuel, DraftKings, or excuse me, on PrizePicks, and all the sports books obviously have it at 1.5, so it's not a direct match, which is why it's not displaying on the optimizer. But that's probably a 58, 59% odds to hit play if it is like minus 165 across the board. So we can for sure build out a slip, Dustin.
yeah.
Um,
Let's do it.
we want to try. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We have Evan Ingram, Joe Mixon over 0.5 rush plus receiving.
Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but like Hot Streak is way off compared to Pinnacle. So like my gut
Oh
instinct is
gosh,
that
yeah.
Hot Streak is off. I would skip over that. And guys, I hope that some of you that use our software, you're cognizant of those types of instances where like PrizePicks has the over at 0.5, right? It's minus 119 and a 5 flex. Pinnacle has the over at minus 122. Hot Streak's in fucking La La Land with the over at minus 166. So like that's obviously boosting this percent odds to hit here. If that hot streak line was at minus 122, this play would be below a 52% chance to hit. So
Right.
I say we skip over it. I definitely think we add in Sanford under rebounds. Let's get in Braden Shen over shots on goal. We can add in McManus over field goals made, Julius Randle under assists, and then we can go to Chandler Stevenson over 0.5 points. We can go to Chris Middleton over 15.5 points and assists. That leg with Braden Shen, as long as, I mean, Dustin, I just don't. I mean, we're just looking. I just looked at FanDuel. I just looked at DraftKings. I'm gonna pull up a couple more books. I want some more book support because I'm doing this manually. I don't want to give people the wrong idea that a play is better than it is, especially when it's not pulling to our tool.
Right.
Because of the way that's listed on PrizePicks. It's nothing to do with our stuff. Just so everybody's aware.
Yes. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and we could build this out while we're looking at, assuming that
Okay,
that's
so you
going to
do
be a
want to
good
build
play.
it out.
Yeah, but I'm saying assuming that's going to be a good play. If you're looking at one more
Well,
book, I'm okay
yeah,
with
but I mean,
$3.
yeah. Okay. Well, BetMGM doesn't have anything. Caesars doesn't have anything. So let me check. Hold on. Where's this? Where's this fucking boost?
Or we just don't try and squeeze out a slip.
Braden Shen over 1.5 at minus 165. I really should be just checking. Well, if Pinnacle has it at minus 165 too, I'm definitely going to build it out for sure.
Okay. Well, another NHL play just popped up.
Perfect. So
by the
yeah,
way, that we can go ahead and use. It's going to be Tom Wilson over 2.5 shots on goal. So right now, the current slip.
Yeah, run it.
Okay.
So every book I looked is minus 165. Pinnacle has it at minus 170. So.
Okay, so then Braden Shen over 1.25 shots on goal. McManus over 1.5 field goals made. Peyton Sandford under 5.5 rebounds. Tom Wilson has popped up. I don't know if you refreshed over 2.5 shots on goal. Hitting one last refresh and looks for another one here.
So we can go Randall under 5 assists. I mean, we're obviously risking. And if you refresh one more time, Dustin, another college basketball play just popped up. Dexter Akano over 13 points. So we do have some even props here, but
let's take out Randall and go Dexter.
Love it. Okay. Can you put that in the chat too, since it's got some college in it? So again, guys, that's going to be Braden Shen over 1.25 shots on goal. Peyton Sandford under 5.5 rebounds. Dexter Akano over 13 points. Tom Wilson over 2.5 shots on goal. Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals made. Again, Braden Shen is not populating to the optimizer right now because PrizePicks has it set to 1.25. all the data that we're getting is incorrect because all the sports books have it set to 1.5. So if PrizePicks had this set to 1.5, it would be showing on the optimizer, which is kind of funny, Dustin, that is such a good play that they're not aware of, and it really makes you think. But
Yeah.
Pinnacle has the over Braden Shen shots on goal of 1.5 at -169. DraftKings was -160. FanDuel was -165. And BetMGM was -165. So really, really, really heavy juice on that over. It's a really good play.
Yeah, I went
So
ahead
you
and
guys
put
want
it
to go
in
ahead
chat.
and Dustin put that in chat for you guys. Yeah, it makes you wonder, man. It makes you wonder. It's not pulling to our optimizer. Like, I wonder if it's pulling to any other optimizers that are out there. Obviously, ours being the best, but there's other optimizers out there. And it makes me think, like, that probably means that this play is on the board. A lot of people that might have subscriptions to us or any of our competitors in terms of optimizers, it's not pulling to them if they don't actually have, if they're getting it through PrizePicks API. And it's not displaying on these optimizers. So that means that people aren't noticing that this is a really good play and they're not taking it, which in returns mean there isn't enough money on that one specific player prop for PrizePicks to actually get an alert or have to automatically make a bump to that line, etc. So it does make you wonder. It is pretty interesting because that over 1.5 play is a really good play. So shout out Frost.
For sure. -180 on Fliff, by the way. I just wanted to check there.
Oh,
I know Fliff's not our main sharp sports book there, but just another data point to add to it. Insane. Good stuff, Frost. Can you explain?
What happened?
Sorry, I was reading chat. I'm looking it up real quick. Can you explain why, which you kind of already hit on this, TJ, the Ingram and Mixon combo prop shows below 40% odds to hit for under? Let me see. I don't know if they've adjusted. Hang on.
Say it one more time.
You'll see it. White top comments. I'm looking it up right now on the screen.
Can you explain why the Ingram plus Mixon shows below 40% odds to hit on the under? That's probably, let's see.
Yeah,
actually just saw it disappear.
It's showing 38.21% due to the hot streak line, obviously.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you had mentioned just earlier, and the fact that hot streak is kind of weighing this down in comparison to Pinnacle, at least, right? Which Pinnacle being one of the sharper sports books, gonna put a little bit more of my trust into Pinnacle than I am hot streak.
Word. All right, Dustin, do we have anything on like Fliff or anything? Or I know I actually tweeted out a play. I think you did too. It was not Joe Mixon. Now I got Joe Mixon.
Al Horford. Yep, Al Horford over 10.5 points. Still all right. Actually, it's came down a little bit, but that's what we get when we take a one that's on a little teetering. But still, nonetheless, still some value there. -115 on Fliff on the over of 10.5 points for Al Horford. Looks like average odds across 4 other sports books at -138. So they are still giving it a better chance to hit the over of 10.5 than what Fliff is pricing it at. So still a little bit of value there. Obviously, we'd love to see that closer to 2%. Or, I'm sometimes okay with these player props around that 1%, which I took it at 1.65 or something like that. We try to say 2%. That way you can have a little bit of a buffer if these lines do move, and you still feel comfortable with this play. Still, it's decent. It's not as good as what we were thinking we were getting earlier. Odds have came down, but
love it.
Joval, something to keep an eye on there. Over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's only at 0.52%, but if we see some of these other books come up, you got right now FanDuel at -132, and you have Caesars at -129. The rest of the books are 140 plus, a couple in 160s, -160. Those come up. That's going to be a solid play at -120 there on Fliff. So keep an eye on that on the optimizer if you guys have it. If you guys don't have the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, which is what we are using here in front of your faces, giving it to you for free for like an hour, maybe like we've been live 45 minutes or so. Linked in the description, you guys get access to the optimizer for PrizePicks, Underdog, ParlayPlay, etc., all your favorite DFS apps, and then also the correlation tool, which one last push maybe before we get off, TJ. We're at 93 likes. If we hit 100 likes, we'll go ahead and give a correlation slip out right now. whether it be UD or PrizePicks. Looks like we have some NBA correlation populating as well. But really would love to give out one of these correlated NFL slips for tonight.
Yeah, let's give it 2 more minutes because we got a meeting here coming up soon. So we gotta pop off here, end this stream. Guys, you guys have been great. 120, 110 of you guys still in here hanging out. We appreciate the love and support as always. Again, if you guys are just stumbling upon the channel for the first time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. 100 likes. There we go, Dustin. Let's get out the correlation slip and can you do a poll?
Yeah, I was already starting it.
Do underdog, boom, PrizePicks, and see what we get. Okay. Right now, guys, the best one is.
Do you do this every time? I mean, it's the right thing, so it's like, why do we pull?
Right. And
but
I see why it's better.
Oh, I can't look at them. So,
are
you going to make an executive decision to give that out?
No, of course not. No.
All right.
I'm just saying it's essentially the same as UD. It's just the lines are better over on Boom Fantasy. So,
a
lot of people want PrizePicks.
Ooh, guys, what are you doing? If you're voting PrizePicks, please tell me it's because you don't have access to Underdog. That's the only reason you should be voting PrizePicks. Now I see why you do it, TJ. I'm doing it now. Now I'm doing it.
What?
I'm telling them.
Give PrizePicks. Go ahead. Just hit the show
right,
people PrizePicks. Right, let's go ahead and call it.
Fine. All right. Let's go ahead and reveal PrizePicks.
Boom. There you go.
All right, so yes, TJ, first off, I do want to say this. It is different than what was given before. More props have hit the board. We have more data via the sportsbooks, etc. Lines have changed. Stuff happens. Now we have more props to choose from. So now this is the most correlated slip on PrizePicks. Jake Browning, over 21 pass completions. Let's see on the Bengals side, sticking with them. Over 21 pass completions. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to go over their receiving targets, 8.5 and 5.5. Obviously, if Jake Browning is passing the ball a lot to go over 21 pass completions, it's likely he's throwing the ball to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins quite a bit, thus being targets to them. Hopefully they're catching those targets to be even better for him to go over pass completions. And then on the flip side, Trevor Lawrence over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence is passing for 2+ touchdowns. It seems like maybe they're going to be in the lead and Jake Browning's throwing from behind. And if both of these, or even then, maybe that's not even the case. Maybe this is just a shootout, TJ. Maybe they're just throwing the ball everywhere. And then if they're moving the ball like crazy. The punters are sitting on the bench doing nothing, getting paid a lot of money to just sit there, smile and wave and be pretty. And so correlated in the fact that these offenses, we're rooting on them to be moving the ball a lot, scoring touchdowns, and keeping the punters on the bench.
I don't know who you're calling pretty. Were you calling me pretty? Or
no, I was calling the punters. Really nice words for me for Brad Robbins and Logan Cook there.
And there you go, guys. There's your punter knowledge. So if you guys want to tail, you guys can go ahead. But Dustin, I think that is going to do it for today's live stream.
Let's get out of here, TJ. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye, guys.